Hello guys and welcome to another commentated video. Today we are here in Australia. As you can see again, we are in ERL, which runs on Saturdays 5 PM, and at the moment we are in qualifying. At the moment we are sat in first with a 19.3, so it's a very decent lap. We're hoping to do well in this first race for your Racing League. So yeah, let's see how it goes. We go a bit wide into turn 3 actually, so that cost us, as you can see, about a tenth or so. So quite a big mistake there. Could have gone much quicker without that. But through the sector 1 split, it's going to be 200 down our personal best, but we immediately gained our time back as the spinning Ferrari there, and the Sauber is going to give us a bit of a tow there. So 200's gained from that. At the moment we are half a tenth up on the exit of turn 8. So let's see now into the fast chicane how we can do. Quite dangerous one. You can get it right and gain about half a tenth, so you can spin off and hit the wall. We did it quite nicely there. We are 800s up, as I can see, and now 4 corners to go. Very technical section this one. You want to keep it tight, hit all the apexes. Now at the moment we are over 1/10th up, so it's looking pretty nice for a 19.2. Not the best line through the penultimate corner, and also clipping the curb on the last one, and it sends us into the wall actually, so really not ideal last part of the section. That could have easily been a 19.1, I believe, but it is going to be enough for the pole position today, so I was happy for that. We got Medium Pilot in second and Bad Boy in third, but now it's time to start the first race of ERL here in season 5, and it slides out and away we go. We got off to a pretty decent start, immediately up into Rich Mix now as Medium Pilot's gonna have to fend off Bad Boy into turn 1. Gonna go try and go around the outside. You can see Marquez is there into P3 in turn 1, so the Red Bull is up into P3, and still got Medium Pilot in P2, but it's about 5-6 tenths behind us, so a very decent start here on the ultra soft tire compound. Our strategy for this race was to pit on around lap 7 or lap 8. Our tire wear wasn't the best in the first stint. It's very hard to manage the ultra soft tires on this circuit, as you may know, but at the moment we have got a very healthy gap from P2 and into turns 8 and 9 now. A very slow section in the race relatively to the other corners. We've got a safety car now deployed, so TR Button, I believe, caused that. As you can see, he retired from the race in lap 1, and it's a very crucial point here. We could pit and go to the end on soft, so we could stay out. It seems like we're gonna go in the pits, and no one else actually follows us, so that's very interesting. We just about slowed down with the Delta. I didn't realize at the time that I was that close to actually getting a drive-through. I believe you get a drive-through for speeding in the BSC, so that was very close and very lucky. And yeah, we're actually going to rejoin in P10, so not bad at all. A lot of people had the same option to pit under the safety car. You can see Calicres behind us on super soft, so most people who pitted on the safety car went to a fresh set of super softs and follow a super soft strategy essentially, but I wanted to go to the end on soft, so it's gonna have to be 28 laps that we have to do on the soft, so it's gonna be very hard to make this strategy work while the tires are at a working temperature. So immediately we get past up into P9, we get past Bastos A and B, who's in the McLaren, and yeah, now we're just tire conserving, try and yeah, jump everyone who was behind us. That's the main goal, to rejoin in P1, and then from then on in we just have to keep the same pace as these guys. And oh, at the moment we have a yellow flag. That's a car out. That's Matt and Billy as well off to the grass, so we get 2 positions up into P7, and the Red Bull and the Haas are going very close to each other, and we're gonna back out, which allows Calicres to go through. Now gonna try and get a better exit than him, and the Haas ahead of us going very slow, so it's all a bit hectic here. Somehow Calicres finds himself up into P6 ahead of us, and we get past Alonso, so we stay in P7 as Alpebal is now retired from the session, and he was ahead of us, so it's up into P6 now for us. So 4 positions gained from the safety car restart, and we're gonna skip all the way into lap 12 because nothing really happened. You can see Calicres is still just ahead of us on the super soft tires, which are now slightly going off, so this is the point where we can push and get P2 and eventually the lead of this race. So high ERS motor. Gonna down the inside on lap 12. Very close, but it didn't quite work out for us there. He still has a tad more grip than us on the super soft tires, and now he's gonna go very close with the leader of this race, Dutch Tricks, and they're gonna go side by side into turns 8 and 9. Cali gets pushed up to the grass, and we're just gonna squeeze through the outside. I believe there was a bit of contact on our screen, but it was all good to continue. Now to Ferrari 1-2 with Dutch Tricks, who obviously still hasn't pitted. He's on the super soft tires, same strategy as Kalik, so his tires are as well, same with Kalik, not at the best working temperature. So we're gonna try and get past him as well and inherit the race lead of the race, and then get onto our own tempo and try and conserve the tires as well. So we're very close to Dutch Tricks, and he's actually gonna pull off to the pit lane. So we are gonna take the lead of the race a bit easier than we expected, and now we are gonna skip on all the way into lap 29. So nothing happened, and Medium Pilot is now the guy right behind us. He's about on the same strategies on the soft tires, but he's got much fresher tires, and I mean much fresher tires, about 7-8 laps I believe. And now he's going to try and go down the inside, but we cover the inside line on the last lap. He's going to try and make the switch back. This is all the last lap for the race win, and we're going to cover the inside line again. There's just 2 corners to go. We just have to cover the inside line, which we do. He's going to try and go around the outside. We'll go a tad wide, and he's not going to be close enough in the last straight. He made a mistake and clipped the grass I believe, so it's going to be the race win today in ERL. A very nice race, very hectic in the end with Medium Pilot, who I have to congratulate for making the strategy almost work there. And yeah, very close ending, and yeah, it seemed like the strategy worked out better than most people may have expected. 28 laps on softs obviously wasn't the easiest task, and we had to go quite slow on some parts of the race, which allowed the other guys behind us, such as Medium Pilot, to catch up. But in the end, it's not gonna matter. It's a P1, so a very nice result for us in the first race. And you'll be able to see the final results now of the Australian GP here in ERL, and more highlights will follow as always. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that commentary, and you can see we got the race win, Medium Pilot in second, and also congratulations to Kalik, who did quite a nice race from P8 on the grid. So yeah, that was the Australian GP. Next up is the Bahrain Grand Prix, so highlights will follow for that, but until then, see you next time.